If I'm a customer and I'm ordering product and say that the minimum I have to buy is 50 or 100, that can be scary, right? And it can be scary saying like, I'm not sure if I want to invest in that inventory. What if my leadership doesn't like it? What if the people aren't responsive to the items? Being able to say, hey, we can test this on multiple different blanks, or we can try multiple different colorways or logo variations and then see what resonates most. My name's Eric Hamlin. I'm the VP of Swag at Snappy. We're giving people things that are surprise and delight and spreading joy and spreading smiles is what we say. So our partnership with Printful started about 2.5 years ago when we first got into the on-demand space. So far it's been fantastic. I think one of the key things with Printful is access to a much larger global catalog of product, which was one of the key things that our customers was looking for. We have employees in Japan or Australia and being able to support swag and branded items in those countries. Most of them are US based from a large enterprise perspective, but they have a global employee population. So the key there is either global parity, so making sure that there are items that are the same or equivalent. Printful has really helped us as we're adapting to that global nature. Our primary business is supporting our customers from an employee recognition and rewards perspective. So being able to partner with Printful specifically has helped us from a speed and velocity perspective. Once we did the integration, now we have access to all of these products in all of these different geolocations, and it's really easy to be able to spin up programs for those customers that hit all of the markets where we need to be in. Our ability to add new products, to be able to enter new markets has greatly increased. Not only that, the different decoration methods that Printful offers, and both like from an embedded design maker perspective and the ability to visualize how the decoration is going to look through the Printful tool has been incredibly beneficial for us. It replaces a lot of what used to be very manual tasks with a lot more automation. It is going to dominate this industry. I've been doing this a long time and I absolutely love branded merchandise and I love the customization that you can do, but I think that on-demand is the future. Customers are demanding a more flexible solution, and that includes a wider variety of options that they can select from without holding inventory. As customers become more acclimated with ordering on demand, that's going to be the future of this business, and I'm very excited that we're at the forefront of it. Because we use swag as a gift, we tend to focus on higher end, the better and best on the end of that spectrum. Printful has a lot of great options that are within either both the brand names and then higher quality blanks. So that matters a lot to our customers because we're giving them something, or they want to give their employees something that they can actually wear or they can actually use. There's a sustainability story too that I think oftentimes we don't always talk about in on-demand, but because it's something that they're not buying inventory up front and they don't have to worry about spoilage or the brand changes their logo and they've got a bunch of inventory that they have to destroy. We work with lots of different partners, and Printful by far, I think, from a technology perspective is much more advanced. If I'm pre-purchasing product, particularly sized garments, and I have to forecast, like just sort of guess what the anticipated demand is going to be in like 3 months, 6 months, depending on what I'm buying it for, on-demand eliminates that completely. It used to be a huge conversation we'd have with customers that are trying to inventory product. How many larges should I buy or extra larges? What happens if it runs out? With on-demand, that's not a problem. And you can do a bunch of different variants. You can offer it in 3 colors instead of just 1 color. So that's really one of the big benefits. Probably the biggest aha moment has been just the ability to take a logo or decoration and apply it across a bunch of different blanks. And I say it now and it doesn't sound like terribly aha, but that's a very novel concept for customers that are used to buying in bulk. There's an operational excellence, I think, that Printful has because Printful's doing a lot of the decoration themselves, and they're also the technology layer. That's very unique. And so being able to have the conversation directly is very reassuring to know that the product is being decorated by the people that I'm having conversations with. There really is I'd call it a bias for action. There's always constant innovations that I think both on the physical manufacturing, the decoration methods, types of products that are offered, the geos that are covered. So at Snappy, it's within our DNA to be growing and constant iteration. And I think we share that DNA also with Printful. Printful can adapt and is willing to adapt and adjust to what our needs are as a business. So I think that's been very beneficial. I think the impact that Printful has had on the business has been very, very strong. We, as a growth company, we're focused on increasing the number of customers that we're working with, increasing the number of locations that we can service. And we wouldn't be able to do a lot of that without the partnership that we've had with Printful.